After the release of the iPhone XS, Apple began serializing the battery to each iPhone it was installed in. Due to the new serialized battery part, if a new battery is installed into the iPhone, it will display a non-genuine part message even if it's from a brand new iPhone of the same model. The only right way to complete an iPhone battery replacement for all models iPhone XS and newer is to use a genuine Apple battery replacement part. Our service locations are independent Apple service providers, which means we can purchase parts and tools directly from Apple. Plus, we have access to their Diagnostics and Re-Serialization software, which allows us to install iPhone batteries without the pop-up message. In this video, we will be showing each step our technicians take to complete a battery replacement on an iPhone 12 with an OEM battery purchased directly from Apple. This Apple iPhone 12 Pro was brought into us by a customer. The iPhone clearly has a swollen battery. Currently, the device powers on but simply sits on the Apple logo or boot loops. The customer cannot use their device in its current state. The customer said that they took the iPhone to a different repair shop and that the shop installed an aftermarket battery a few months ago. The first step to fixing this iPhone 12 Pro begins with removing the two pentalobe screws holding down the display assembly. Once the two pentalobe screws are removed, we transfer the iPhone into Apple's official Hot Pocket tool and insert the Hot Pocket into our Apple Display Removal tool. These tools are purchased directly through Apple and allow our team to remove the screens from iPhone 12s and newer without damaging the displays. The display removal tool heats up the display to the perfect temperature for us to begin gently lifting the screen. The tool will beep loudly and display a green message with a timer once the device is warm enough to remove the screen. Next, we use the built-in suction cup to gently lift on the screen while using a spudger to remove the water-resistant seal adhesive holding down the screen. Once the iPhone's display assembly is open, we can remove the Hot Pocket from the machine. As you can see, the iPhone 12 Pro is now open with no cracks or damage to the original screen. This one tool saves customers hundreds of dollars by preventing damage to the original screen. Traditional opening methods for previous models used by most of the industry are not adequate for the extremely thin displays of the iPhone 12 and 13 series. Now we can simply open the display assembly and voila, we are inside the iPhone. Before removing the swollen battery, we must unscrew and remove the plates covering the flex cables connecting the screen and battery to the logic board. Then we can disconnect the battery and screen from the logic board. Once the screen is disconnected, we can remove the screen entirely to have adequate space for removing the battery. Most batteries will have a battery removal tab that allows us to simply remove the battery without having to pry the battery up. In this case, they are not functioning properly, so we must gently pry out the battery by hand. During this process, it's important that we don't scratch or rip the wireless charging pad that sits underneath the battery, which is why we don't pry up in the middle of the battery but only on the bottom and the top sides of the battery. Most original batteries are not this difficult to remove because the battery removal tabs allow us to simply pull the adhesive from underneath the battery without ever having to pry up the battery itself. Now that the battery is removed, we will take the genuine Apple battery replacement part out of its original packaging. This battery is a brand new, never used original iPhone 12 battery bought and shipped directly from Apple's US warehouses. Next, we will install the battery into the iPhone and run it through the official Apple battery press tool. This tool helps adhere the battery to the frame of the phone. One more time. Disconnect. Beautiful. Gently. Then we will remove the plastic shield covering the new battery. Now that the new battery is fully installed into the iPhone 12 Pro, we will reconnect the original screen and replace the plates and screws. All of the original components are properly connected and installed. It's time to close up this display and replace the pentalobe screws. Now that the phone is reassembled, we will put the iPhone into a secret mode called Diagnostics mode. This mode allows us to remotely connect the device from our service machines. This process is necessary to reserialize the part and pair this new battery to the customer's iPhone 12 Pro. Once the reserialization tool is complete, we can go into the settings of the device, click on the About section, and we can now see that the customer's iPhone 12 Pro Genuine Apple battery has been installed and recorded in the settings. No non-genuine part message will be displayed on this customer's device. If you need your iPhone battery replaced, click on the link in the description to get a free instant quote for your repair today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to check out our website online at XiRepair.com or give us a call at 334-777-1234.